Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Today we're going to continue our deep dive into Danzanryu Jiu-Jitsu's Oku no Kata. Today we're going to do 3 videos. 2 of them go together, Han tomoe and katate tomoe, and then Gyakute nage, and we really just have no other place to put it, so I'm going to put them in the video together. Gyakute nage is a counter to a hip throw. We're going to show it from Ogoshi. You could do it to many hip throws, essentially, as long as you can catch that leg and move them out and down into the arm break. The important part to remember is you throw into the arm break as it's happening, so we have to be very careful with that. Han tomoe and katate tomoe are both just variations on tomoe nage. One, we roll with them. I'm going to try real hard to be nice and roll with my partner and not kill her. I have a hard time with that, so if I look funny in the rolls, I'm trying not to kill my very small partner. And then katate tomoe is just how to really launch somebody with tomoe nage and just create some distance, and we will. All right, we're going to start with Gyakute nage. This is Gyakute nage. So the opposite hand throw. This is a counter to Ogoshi, and again, there's a couple of differences between AJJF and AJI. I'll show the AJI way. The AJJF way is fairly similar. Essentially, she goes to throw here, and I simply grab here, up and down into the arm bar. The other way is from 1 repetition of Utsurigoshi, which essentially means, again, she goes to throw here, and I give that hop and down, and I'm going to catch the arm in the air and break and down. All right, so other side. She goes to throw me Ogoshi, and I hop and down, woo, and I wrap around here. Now let's talk about what I'm doing and how you make this work. All right. So when she comes up to throw, you're going to put your hand on the back of the hip, right here, back of the hip. We give a little hop. All right. This. Now ordinarily you could hop and just turn that into another Ogoshi, keep hopping around. Eventually she throws me with Harai Goshi, as we do from Utsurigoshi. But this time we're going to make it a little different. So as I hop, I'm pulling forward and kicking this leg out from under her, and I break the arm here. You feel the pain? Now, in class, we let them land gently. But in reality, as they fall, I break the arm. I use their body falling to break the arm, and then put the pressure on. Other side. Boom. Come around. You will notice I keep letting the arm go. Why? Because I don't want to hurt my training partner. The downside to knowing you can break the arm in the air is that you have to be real careful. Let them land, let them get set, and then you put the pressure on. Will it work from that? Absolutely. Let them land, let them set. You can put the pressure on. It's good from there. Other side. Combat speed. Right here. This is where the pressure is. If I let my opponent land, I can come here. I come here. Now, if they turn the arm out, I can just turn it like that. So if they turn the elbow to try to save themselves, nothing works. Turn your elbow to save yourself. Here, they turn the elbow this way. I can come this way and just keep going and grab this and push down. Once you have control of the arm, life is very bad for them. Other side. I want the hop. And I want the hop so I can get pulling this and to get the sweep of that leg. Push this right in. And there we go. There's not much to this. You hop, you sweep. What if you can't get the hop? Then, just like for the AJJF form, this one. So, boom. You could come to here and throw it just like that. But if they're larger than you, one of the things that really helps, same side, is come here, hit this, get this grip here. Yeah, from the hip down here, If they got an obi, grab the obi. Up. And that's all one motion. And right down they go. You have options. My option, that's on the other side, is going to be hop up and right to here. As they fall, we're already in the lock. Get out of this. Gravity isn't going to work against your opponent. Gyakute nage. This is hon tomoe. The together kama. Together like the pages of a book. All right. Now, before I do this, I'm going to tell you right now, when we did the short video, I can do a back fall and a back roll just fine. I have a real hard time doing it and not squashing her. So I'm going to do my best to show you a good back roll without killing her. If I cheat to the side, look, she's tiny. I'm trying not to kill her. We good? All right. All right, so hon tomoe is tomoe nage to roll to the choke. All right. You ready? And I keep it to the side. I go right here. From here, tomoe. And if we play the whole thing out, remember, tomoe shime is I push here, she pushes with the other hand because you can't move that. And I push here and you push the other hand and I choke him up. All right. Other side. Hon tomoe, together come. Here, come still here. Come on. From here. Keep down the whole way. And took him. All right. Now let's turn around and show these nice people what we're doing here. From here. Come on. Step. Step. If you are smaller than your opponent, from here, you put your foot up and fall back. I am not. I'm much bigger than her. So instead, I step, I slide in, and then I put my foot up just so I don't kill her. Like that. And as I roll over. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
And I come over. You stay here the whole way. Oh, that was ugly. Sure it was. And now, I choke in. Like here. So, Tsukomi, she push. If you push that way, it won't work. And I push this way. And then right here. And remember, come down here, down there. We don't be nice with the choke. We're going to do one where she's going to throw me and roll over on top of me so you can see that back fall better. You got this. Hey, 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 hey. There you go. It's much easier if you were smaller. This is one of those moves. If you were smaller, their weight's going to carry you around. If you're bigger, you just kind of roll over on them, and it's not as easy. And it ain't pretty. Don't worry about pretty. Worry about getting the choke. Good job. This is katate tomoe. The single hand kama. Okay, so there's again two different ways that you got AJJF, AJI. The AJJF way is she like grabs me and I pull her to me and do this. But instead we're going to do this from Imon Tori. Imon Tori, if you recall from Yawara, is where she pushes and I take it. And as she's pushing in, I grab from here and throw the katate tomoe from the Imon Tori. And that's what we're going to practice today. I like it because it gets your uke's balance off and forward. And anytime you throw tomoe nage, even if you just got the standard just tomoe nage, like you don't throw tomoe here. You don't throw tomoe from standing. You drive in and make them push back. And when they push back, there's the tomoe. So we are getting their kazushi to here, and then we take the throw. All right? So I'm just going to do 1, 2, throwing on the second one. I want to get you first. We let them push one, just to get them used to pushing. And then on the second one, we get surprised. I'm not doing the third because I got to keep it in the camera and all of that.
I'd like to not land on concrete.
Right? 1, 2, Katate tomoe, you get airtime. You have to have an uke who absolutely is ready to fly, especially if you are big and they are small. If you are smaller than your opponent, come here, and I push her, when she gets that, she's gonna jump up and put the leg on me as she goes. Now I'm not doing that because I'm so big, I would literally just stomp her down, fee fi fo fum. So instead, I'm shooting under and putting my foot up. If you're like, oh, you should put your foot up first, yes, you should, especially if you are not a giant compared with your opponent. But being as I'm kind of big, I'll do that. Other side. So I threw you with this leg, now I'm throwing with this leg.
Okay.
1. So, katate tomoe, you can grab, if they grab, you can go from here, pull it to you, come in, and throw. But, honestly, get them to come to you. Get them to push. Get that push. Here, we'll try from this side. We're going to show the push from this side. You know, they come up, and they start pushing you, and they start pushing, grab it from here, and do the throw. Katate tomoe. So that was Danzanryu jujitsu oku no kata for Gyakute nage, and then han tomoe and katate tomoe. Practice Gyakute nage with caution. Absolutely, you know, practice the sweep, practice the hop, the sweep, the hop, the sweep, the lift, all that from resistance. But absolutely, that arm break in the air, you have to understand that you're going to want to let your opponent land and then work on the arm. But very slowly, very carefully work on getting that arm break in the air. It makes this really nasty. For the han tomoe, as you saw, I have a real hard time getting her weight to pull me over, and then I throw myself over and I kind of cheat to the side, and it just, with a bigger opponent, it's far easier to let them carry me over, and I don't worry about killing them. As you saw, she's a lot smaller than me. You small people, work with your big people. Do han tomoe. This is a good one. Because what do you do from tomoe nage? You know, they landed, boom, okay. Get on top and choke them. And katate tomoe, you know, you can throw tomoe nage from more than just the standard lapel grip. You can get them from one hand and send them. And absolutely practice that. Send them away and make them land. If you still don't like any of these, well, come to the class, try them out with us, see what you like. Other than that, stay safe. Thanks.